Hi everyone! Today is finally the day I am going to be revealing my top 10 Hallmark Christmas movies. If you watch my vlog videos, you will know that I absolutely adore the Hallmark Christmas movies because of how cheesy they are and how feel-good these movies are. So this is the movies that I've watched that I enjoy and would recommend for you guys to watch. There are a lot of Hallmark holiday movies and I have not watched all of them. So that's something to definitely keep in mind, but I really adore these movies that I'm going to recommend and have rewatched them at least twice. So let's get started with number 10, and that is Christmas Cookies. So the plot of this movie is Aunt Sally's Christmas Cookie Company has been sold to a very large conglomerate, and the female lead is an executive, so she is sent to seal the deal and finalize the purchase of the cookie company. In this small town, she meets our male lead, and he is the factory owner, very determined to keep the manufacturing of the company within the town itself. I really adore this movie because of how straightforward the plot is and how endearing some of the townsfolk are in this movie as well. At number 9, I am placing Journey Back in Time. This movie is about a nurse who is sent in the future, obviously at Christmas time, where she learns the true meaning of Christmas spirit and being generous and kind. And here in the future, she meets a man who is very helpful in discovering the bonds of family and what the true meaning of giving back for Christmas is. While it's not a Christmas rom-com, there is such a feel-good story that goes along with this and really reminds you of how your actions today will affect the future, and kindness does go such a long way. At number 8, I have placed Switched for Christmas. This is your classic switching twins story, and of course it's done at Christmas time and hijinks ensue for both these twin sisters, and who doesn't love a really good twin switching story? This movie feels like a little guilty pleasure because of the lovely decor as well as the lovely Christmas activities featured in this movie too. So this movie is about an actress who goes into a small Iowa town who is obsessed with Christmas to film obviously a holiday themed movie. Here she gets to meet up with a single dad and learns what it truly means to enjoy Christmas. I really enjoyed this movie despite all of the little plot twists that didn't make any sense, but it was quite enjoyable either way. These little movies make me obsessed with the fact that little small towns really do Christmas the best, you know what I mean? Alright, and number 6 is Christmas Getaway. So this movie is about a travel writer who books a cabin in the woods for the Christmas holidays to write about for an article, and she meets a single dad with his daughter, and here's where they find out there is a mix-up with the reservation and she's staying in the same place with someone else. While the plot is really basic and some of the little plot twists are kind of cliche, I particularly enjoyed the set so much. The little log cabin that they decided to film at is decked out in Christmas, and it just feels like a lovely winter holiday home. I just love really good Christmas set designs, and this is one of the best that Hallmark has ever done in a movie. Alright, so at number 5 I have The Christmas Club. This movie features an older set of actors and actresses, and it is about a dance teacher and a guy who helps an old lady find her money that has flown into the air. I particularly enjoyed this movie because that old lady who they helped at the beginning of the movie is this sneaky stalkerish type of lady, and I am living for it because she's just like, oh, something just happened that brought you two together. Is this coincidence or is it a Christmas miracle? It's my favorite kind of trope that they use, and they use it plenty of times during this movie. Topping up at number 4 is Crown for Christmas. Who doesn't love a working class to a princess trope? They are a guilty pleasure for me, but this was done particularly well. It is absolutely lovely having a familiar Christmas story set in a foreign but familiar country, and the drama for this is great. There's always such drama that is associated with royalty, and they really play it up for this movie. At number 3, we have Northpole Open for Christmas. In this movie, Santa has outposts throughout the entire world that help create Christmas cheer in order to power his sleigh, and in this movie, they are trying to bring back Christmas cheer to an inn that has been left empty. And here is where the new innkeeper and a handyman fall for each other and rebuild the whole inn. It is wonderful. I really loved all of the characters that they've introduced in this movie, and there really is something just so magical about the holidays and inns. Sitting at number 2 is the ever popular Christmas in Evergreen. This is one of Hallmark's first movies that I feel like is one of their biggest hits. So in this movie, our female lead is a vet and she's actually moving out of her small town, a larger city, to live with her boyfriend. However, during this whole process of trying to get out of town, she isn't able to and eventually stays in town with a new guy who comes into town with his daughter who made a wish on a magic snow globe. I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't get over the plot points. But it is a very, very charming movie. I think this is one that you definitely have to watch if you're really into small town cliche Christmas movies. And my top Hallmark Christmas movie is The 9 Lives of Christmas. So the main elements of this movie is cats and firemen. Need I say more? Seriously, all you need in a holiday movie is like cats and firemen? Yes, that's all you need, okay? That's all you need. While cliche, I really enjoyed all of the side characters, especially with firemen just being bros with one another. You know, like, we need more of that. Thank you so much for watching this self-indulgent video of mine. Please let me know if you also enjoy Hallmark Christmas movies. I would love to hear your top favorites. As I said, I haven't watched all of them, so I'm very excited to see if anybody else has something that they absolutely adore from the Hallmark movies. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!